Okay, so the only thing you have to decide is, do you want the manual or do you want the power? Now, I can just tell you for a fact, we are looking at the final quantities on any of these choices. What is this? Well, of course, LaZBoy needs virtually no introduction. They are an American success story. They certainly are the leaders when it comes to comfort classics in your home. Boy, they are making life better every single day that you sit in this chair. There are so many patented, unique, USA-based, one-of-a-kind design details on this. But the big thing you have to be aware of, if you are going to the LaZBoy website, this is their #1 silhouette, it's their #1 seller. The Power XL is making its very first appearance at HSN here today, and conceivably only for this show. You get enhanced lumbar support. If you'll take a look at that, and if you suffer with back or chronic pain issues like I do, that alone pays for the purchase. But when it comes to their exclusive design details, no one else in America at any price does this. And in fact, we are taking over $500 off your purchase. Over $500 off your purchase. That's whether you're doing the manual or the Power XL, making its first appearance here at HSN. We have a couple hundred available in any one of your options. Certainly, we talk about that no contact, customized delivery. We have 18 months VIP financing for the very first time. We have that white glove delivery service, but you are not waiting 4 to 6 months for your chair. Seriously, we know it's a new normal that we're living in, but rather than a 4 to 6 month delivery window for a customized, custom built, personalized comfort, legacy item, you're gonna have this basically by Valentine's Day, if you can imagine that. All you have to do is pick your color of choice. Now remember, you choose it in the Power XL for the first time or in the manual. Now, a quick heads up on that Power XL. Do you realize for less money, you are spending less for the Power XL in this hour than you would spend for the manual at retail? I'm serious about that. You are spending less to get our Power XL for this hour than you would spend if you were buying the manual at retail. #1 silhouette, #1 in terms of design details. One of the most requested in terms of color is the navy. Navy in the manual is already gone, correct? And we have only 4 dozen remaining in the power option. The wine, this is actually what my entire home is done in Merlots and gold and these beautiful burgundy colors. We're okay-ish in the wine choice. By the way, you could spill your wine because of that unique IClean technology, so no one's gonna be the wiser. Well, what's interesting when I say we are okay-ish on that beautiful wine or that Merlot, that still means, Steve, probably what, just a little better than 100 in each choice? Is that, oh, actually fewer than that. So that's what I think is so funny. We're okay in quantity, but still fewer than 100 in each choice. I'm torn, I have to say. This beautiful cream, we're in the dozens remaining. Fewer than 100 in the manual version, fewer than 100 in the Power XL. Remember, you are spending less for the Power XL here at HSN as part of this exclusive, one-of-a-kind arrangement with LaZBoy than you would spend for the manual at retail. And then you look at this beautiful supple gray. Hey, Steve, we're calling it sand. Sand, it's like it is like a nice taupey neutral color. Steve, how are we doing in terms of in the manual? We have a dozen remaining. And then the Power XL, I'd say, it's so funny because whenever I say quantity, we're okay, meaning they're, I think, fewer than 100. But that being said, if you are looking for what I call a legacy item, if you are looking for that item that is going to improve every single day of your life, certainly we understand our homes are our schools, our homes are our offices, our homes are where we're doing our class reunions and our get-togethers and, Skyping and Zooming. This is your office chair, but maybe more importantly, if you struggle with comfort or chronic pain issues like I do, and certainly I'm not gonna go so far as to say, hey, it's, gonna cure or treat anything. However, whether it's that lumbar area. I cannot sit in standard or regulation furniture very comfortably anymore. This is gonna transform your life, and it's gonna do it basically forever. These become family members, they become partners in your health, partners in your life, partners in your comfort, and not for nothing, it's a great looking chair. So remember, on the value, lowest price, best features, could be your only airing. So here's our savings on the manual. If you're getting that flex pay, you're looking at less than $160 on your credit card. We also have 18-month VIP financing. The retail on this is close to $2,000. It's not quite a half off sale, but doggone it, it's getting close. And then on the new Power XL, making its debut at HSN for the very first time today, remember you can get the Power XL at home for less than you would spend for the manual at retail. And don't forget, we also have our Protection Plus plan available. But I gotta tell you, there is no one who brings these beautiful products to life better than my friend Amy. Amy, I gotta tell you, first of all, it's so nice to have you back here at HSN. Most importantly for me though, is there's so many stories that we have to tell with this. Yes, amazing savings. Yes, customized furniture that you don't have to wait 4, 5, 6 months for. 30-day return policy, white glove delivery. LaZBoy does not have to do price adjustments because you are the first and last name in the industry. Power XL, now here's my manual, but I'll show you the Power XL in a minute. We've got customized features that we have never offered on any chair, and I don't know if we'll be able to do this again. But Amy, welcome, thank you, and congratulations on a fantastic day. It's no surprise to you and the team at LaZBoy that this has been a runaway hit. And if people haven't heard details, the pandemic really kind of changed the complexion of life in America, but really how we operate business. But you are still doing things for our HSN audience that you're not doing for anybody else, correct?
It's absolutely true. You know, this pandemic really put a damper, if you will, on the home industry and purchases. Meaning that because we are home, we want to make our sanctuary the best it can be in comfort, colors, design, and what it means to the family, because we're home together. Ken usually travels and he can't right now. I usually travel and we can't right now. And because of that, we're building our spaces to make them just perfect for us. And with our partnership with HSN, we have not been on air with you for 5 months. It took us 5 months to put this program together of our very best selling recliner for the last 5+ years. That's unheard of. We have hundreds of styles of recliners, but our customer gravitates to this frame because at 6 feet and I'm closer to 5 feet than I am even 5'5". I'm 5'2". Ken and I, at 2 different heights, sit exactly the same in the chair. Both of us, our feet are touching the floor. Both of us have this wonderful depth in the seat. Both of us have this wonderful back height. And then when we get into the mechanism story, how we can customize this sit for each one of us is phenomenal. And if I can, Shannon, I want to start on the outside because this is where we live. We live in our furniture. LaZBoy's motto is live life comfortably. We know that you're going to sit and eat in your furniture. This is not built to be a museum piece. We build our furniture and we give you the best fabrics and covers that we can so that you can eat and have pizza night and have your wine or your tea and hot coffee in the mornings. This is IClean. It's exclusive to LaZBoy. It is the epitome of the best kind of fabric that you can have. An incredible soft hand, a wonderful tweed appearance with chenille yarns in it. And then after we weave the fabric, we immerse the entire cloth into a treatment that surrounds all of the fibers with this wonderful technology. It isn't rough to the surface. It doesn't change the feel of the fabric. It doesn't change the inherent properties of the fabric, but it allows spills, liquid repellent. That means coffee, tea, wine. Earlier today, I was using cranberry juice because it was early in the day. Now it's Friday night and after 5, and I can bring the wine out just like you have there. Look how easily you can dab that up. I have a paper towel. Watch what this does. That liquid gets pulled to the paper towel, and with a dab, whether you use a cloth from the kitchen or your paper towel, this is what happens. This has been sitting on the fabric for well over 5 minutes, and I'm going to spill again after a while, and we're going to time it to see how long. It just stays there. And Shannon, we've talked about this before. This is, the surface can be cleaned, professional cleaned, or maybe you buy something at the store that you can spray on and wait for it to dry and clean. But dry to the surface with a touch of a paper towel, nothing back here. And even if you can get the front clean, you will never get what's clean inside because of what we've done with that technology. You never have to worry about that beautiful AirForm that you just purchased on your brand new LaZBoy Pinnacle recliner. Will never have a stain in it. It will always stay fresh. And that is what we, excuse me, we want you to know, that we think about the outside to live in, and then we can talk about how we build it for longevity.
You do indeed. Hey, you know what? You had me at lumbar. I got to show you guys this because I'm not sure, Chris, how we can get a good angle. So I'm going to do this right here. Now, in terms of adjustments, I don't care. I'm going to use this as a sleeping chair. I really am. Can you see what's going on in terms of that? All of these exclusive power adaptive. Now, look at that lumbar. Oh my gosh, Dan, I'm sorry, it snuck up on you. Okay, you ready? Oh my gosh. I mean, I could cry. I don't need a boyfriend, I need a lazy boy. I mean, seriously, let me do that again. Can you guys see that? That lumbar adjustment, because normally in order for me to get comfortable at home, I have pillows and heating pads. I mean, you name it, to get those beautiful micro adjustments. I honestly, Amy, I'm flabbergasted that we can do this for basically almost a half off retail price. Hey, just so you know, the Navy is completely gone in manual. We have, I think, Steve, a couple dozen in the Power XL in the Navy, I believe. And then if you want that beautiful kind of sand taupey gray option, what are we looking at in terms, in the sand in the manual, we have 6 remaining. And then fewer than 100 in the power. And you know, the thing is, listen, you might not remember your anniversary, guys, but the chair does. So honestly, whether there are a couple of users in the family, whether it's television watching, whether it is some kind of physical challenges like I have, whether it's that headrest, whether it's that lumbar, whether you want to use this to sleep in, to live in, to shop in, to play in, you gotta do it now. Even though there is a official final airing coming up at 10 o'clock tonight, I gotta be honest, I don't think it's likely that we will have this for that 10 o'clock hour. Certainly it's already, they're already saying it's going to be an abbreviated presentation. There's also for the first time, oh my gosh, can you guys see that lumbar? I'm freaking out over this. Oh my stars. Oh, my stars. In fact, you know what, Chris? I don't even know. I can see it so well here in the studio. Our team is doing such a great job showing that off. It's just like, oh my God, I could cry. That looks so great. But
so,
also for
Shannon,
yes.
Let me share with you the details of that headrest and lumbar and why it's so important on the LaZBoy chair if I can. So when you recline, and I'm going to recline Ken's chair for him right now. When you go into that full bed recline, the leg rest comes up, the back reclines, and then Ken is staring at the ceiling, but he's full comfort, full lumbar support all the way down. The beauty of the headrest and the lumbar is that now he can sit up and watch television, or we can have a better conversation. This elevates to 55 degrees. There's no need for that kidney pillow or a neck roll or a blanket that you've kind of rolled up to give you that support. And then as you increase that neck, watch his body to the side. I can increase that lumbar support. You can physically see his body move, and that increases the lumbar another 3 inches over what we give you as the #1 industry vendor, if you will, of reclining and full lumbar support. That's how we got started in 1927, is all of that extra lumbar support, no matter what you're sitting in. And then, Shannon, these 3 buttons in the front are one of my best friends here. There's memory 1 and memory 2, just like in your car. So if this is Ken's chair, so he has his first and his second choices of where he likes to sit. But if it were just us together sharing the chair, he could have memory 1 for his favorite seat, and I could have memory 2 for my favorite seat. So easy to do. And when you're ready to sit up, it's just a single touch of the home button, and that's it. It brings you back to that wonderful rocking position. So now, Shannon, I hope you are sitting in that chair so that you get the full benefit of what that lumbar does for you, because I know you, my friend, have back issues. And I have been, you and I were saying earlier, I'm like, Shannon, I can't wait for you to sit down.
Well, you know what? I might never get up again. I'm not gonna lie, because this feels so good. I mean, not only in terms of the patented design and the IClean technology, and basically it's a half-off sale if you want to think of it that way. Even though we do have an official, oh my gosh, Amy.
I know, I knew you'd love it. It would be perfect for you. Yes.
Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? In addition to the Power XL making its debut here at HSN, and basically a half-off sale, this is, oh, there goes that lumbar. Oh my gosh. My producer keeps interrupting. He's like, talk about the 18-month. Talk about the delivery. I'm like, listen, I've got a lumbar that I'm taking care of. I mean, honestly. So first time ever that we have that 18-month VIP financing. I mean, oh, Amy, I'm telling you, I know we're social distancing, but I could kiss you and the entire team at LaZBoy's whole face. You know, I've been struggling lately, and I know I'm kind of jumping around, but let me do this just as a visual example. When I said I have issues with regular furniture right now, first of all, I don't know who's brave enough to have an ivory sofa in their living room, Miss J-Lo. I don't know, seriously. I mean, if I'm spilling wine on this, there's gonna be a lot of adult language involved. But more importantly, some of those adjustments I was just doing with that chair, Amy, we have to put this in perspective. If you don't have LaZBoy, you don't have the ultimate in comfort, in versatility. They do become friends in the family.
Yes, they do.
Oh, by the way, Amy, we've already got another sellout. The sand in the manual is gone, Steve? Okay. The manual in the sand is gone, but we still have the Power XL. So if I see this, now it's a poor replication. I mean, in order to support my lumbar area, this is what I'm trying to do. Then how many of us are giving ourselves that tech neck or the neck ache, or because we're doing this, right? There's no support on the head. Right. And then what are you gonna try to do? Just looking at this makes me uncomfortable. There is no substitute for LaZBoy. Isn't that true?
It's absolutely true. And that's why almost 100 years, we are known as the #1 brand of furniture, let alone reclining furniture. We take polls of our purchasing customers that have been purchasing with us on HSN for well over a year now, when you and I started. We have 98% of those customers have said, we are the #1 name brand, because we bring you things like this, a 2-piece recliner, a simple slide and glide connection. On the power, connect the purples, connect the pink, connect the black, and plug it in, and you're ready to go with the press of the button. And in the manual recliner, it's just the 2 pieces is all it takes. Again, the slide and glide brackets. And once you have those in place, it's using that handle to find your sweet spot of one of the 3 locking footrest positions, or engaging the ratchet to one of the 54 positions. And delivery is so easy. We place that phone
you
call
can
the
see
next
what a
1 to
difference
3
this
weeks.
makes. I will tell you this, if you are interested, I'm gonna have my producer Steve give me a couple more updates. Okay, so here's the delivery. And Amy, that's also important. I mean, we talk about the window of time to get this directly from LaZBoy. I mean, there's no comparison, but you really do think of our HSN customer, from the delivery to all of the upgrades to the savings. No stone is left unturned, correct?
That is correct. You know, your safety at home is our priority. Not only safety on how we build the chair, but safety on how we get the chair to you. We are following the CDC guidelines. We do wear our masks. We do wear our gloves. Our trucks are sanitized. And we will bring it over the threshold if you want us to. But if you're not comfortable with that, we totally understand. And we will leave it in the garage or put it on one of the porches, and we take a photograph of the delivery as your signature. So we're thinking of everything to make sure that you're safe at home.
Well, and that is key. So if you are channel surfing, first of all, welcome to HSN. I'm Shannon. This is a show that we do every Friday called Shannon's in the House, but I always say, more importantly, you're in the house. And I started this hour by saying this. This might be my favorite hour since I started doing this show about 4 or 5 months ago. It's what I'm calling your power hour. You're watching this show for a reason. And I know it sounds crazy to talk about a piece of furniture as becoming a family member, but it will. We are making dreams come true for you tonight. The #1 name, American pride, American brand. They are basically, it's a half-off show for you, or a half-off hour for you. We have one more scheduled airing at 10 o'clock tonight, but based on how quickly our LaZBoy Today special has been selling out, because they're not doing this for anybody else. It's their #1 silhouette. They have upgraded all of the features. They are giving it to you with that beautiful free shipping, 18-month VIP financing, half off sale. First time that the Power XL with all of those patents and upgrades has ever been offered here at HSN. Problem is, and Steve, is it fair to say we have at this point fewer than 500 total? Okay, so here's the thing. As I do some quantity updates, remember there is an airing scheduled at 10 o'clock. At this point, it's up for grabs as to whether or not Amy will be here for that show. Now remember, it's already been abbreviated. You need to make that selection now. And with a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee, when I say things are guided for a reason, whether we're making dreams come true and you've always been looking for that beautiful piece of furniture that becomes a piece, that, you know, a family member that is going to comfort and cradle you, whether you're Zooming or Skyping or watching movies or using it to sleep, curl up with the grandkids or the fur babies. I really hope you can do it now. Hey, Amy, we're just going to do a couple of quick quantity updates. Now remember, you choose it in the Power or Power XL for the first time, or the manual. So Steve, should I start with the navy or should I? Okay, all right, so let's do the navy first. Now the navy is completely gone in the manual. This is one of the most requested colors from LaZBoy. We have 3 dozen. 3 dozen, and that's it, in this beautiful Power XL for the first time ever in the navy. My choice is actually this beautiful wine or Merlot color. If you want the manual, there are 3 dozen in the wine, so 3 dozen only. Now here's what's so funny. My producer Steve is saying, oh, we're in good shape with the Power XL, but that still means like 100 only. Am I correct in saying that? Or, okay, about 100, you know, give or take. This is not like a normal show, I know. So there's that, you know, so it's like, oh, they got 100 of them. I mean, it's a big deal that LaZBoy's here, trust me. Okay. 5 dozen in the cream in the manual. So 5 and about 100 in the cream in the Power XL. And remember, with that IClean technology, patented features, live in this, use this, recline in this, sleep in this, love this. You'll never see those stains, you know, bring on the fur babies, bring on the wine, bring on the salsa, it doesn't matter. And then on the sand, we just sold out of the manual in this airing. We have fewer than 100 in that power option. So just kind of keep that in mind. Amy, we're about halfway through the presentation. We're gonna show you the retail value. I would love to kind of reset and refresh just for everyone. We've got great factory footage, and let's just kind of pump the brakes for a second and tell this particular today's special story. I know we have the factory. You really have stepped up to the plate because you are family members. You are partners with us. And boy, you really have felt that you've been a family, I bet, at LaZBoy since this whole thing began, I'll bet.
Absolutely. But the first thing I do have to say, you are so sweet. You're calling the chair the XL, and it's actually the XR Plus. And that's because Shannon and I were talking about how extra luxurious it is. So, and it is. So I just want everyone at home to know, if they're looking at it on the screen, that's XR Plus is our power, just to set that aside. Shannon, this is a recliner that LaZBoy brought us with HSN, that is a custom order chair. We have the coffee finish. That is a custom order. Let me go down to our factory real quick. This is down in Dayton, Tennessee. We have factories and distribution centers all across the country, over 8,000 employees. We cut all of our own foam. So Nicole is actually showing you the different cuts that laser does. Then that was your AirForm memory foam. Our teams that work in the cell, they are families from 8 to 5, and they are families outside of LaZBoy. We have people in our plants that have been there one day and people that have been there 45 years. That's the longevity that we have within our family. We have metal features that looks like, that was 250 pounds of metal testing the chair. And this is a Pinnacle getting tested on that leg rest. And then we hire human testing. So we have people in our plants 8 to 5, Monday through Friday, testing physically just like this. Of course, my team and my girls, we said, get up, we want to test all day long for us, please. But we don't stop at just the mechanism. We test the fabric, not just the fabric and the cleaning story, but the fabric and the wearability. And here's what our customers say. 98% say they know this LaZBoy brand. That's why we've been around almost 100 years. 88% recommend LaZBoy to their friends and family. 87% tell us how much they are able to relax in their LaZBoy furniture. And over 80% talks to us about how it meets or exceeds its expectation. We are all about durability, innovation, and look at that comfort story. When people talk about LaZBoy, they talk about it being one of the most comfortable pieces of furniture they have ever known. And Shannon, you and I have heard stories of 15, 25, 35, 45 years of owning their chair. And people say it looks the same, it feels the same, it functions the same as from the day I purchased it and had it delivered. These custom order features, I'll get back to that. Coffee finish, beautiful, dark, roasted coffee finish. This is the long handle on the manual recliner. It is a custom order feature. This memory foam is all the way from the back of the seat all the way to the feet. We don't scrimp where we put the memory foam, because when you are reclined, your body moves with the back of the chair. That memory foam has to go all the way to the back. We want your hip flexors. We want the back of your knees. We want your calves and your ankles, everything to be comfortable, so that memory foam goes all the way down. That is a custom order feature. And then we have the IClean. The IClean, that is our #1 custom order feature. And that's what we did. We brought you custom order items, built it in the chair with all of the 4 motors in the power, your 54 reclining positions in the manual, manual and that IClean fabric. This is a package that you would have to wait up to 6 months to custom order today. And we have had this on order with HSN for 5 months. So it took us a while to get it here to you. And this is why we want you to know that with the HSN story of enjoy it for 30 days. If it isn't what you expected, it's that partnership with HSN that LaZBoy will come and get it. And now, Shannon, I'm going to tell you, I spilled my wine on this cream color 12 minutes ago. I wanted everybody to know that so I can stop my timer. 12 minutes, this has been sitting on the fabric in the exact same position. I can still roll this wine around, come in, pick it up. Look how it just picks up off the fabric. It's been sitting there. It's all here. It's not here, which is where it would live if it soaked through your fabric. The IClean technology that LaZBoy has, that it's exclusive. The 4 motors in your power. One operates the leg rest, one operates the reclining, one operates the headrest, and one operates the lumbar increase. These are all specific to LaZBoy, where we can guarantee you durability, stability, comfort, and oh my gosh, so much innovation.
Absolutely. In fact, you're right. I kind of, I have my own language, as a lot of people know. So I just, subtitled and renamed the power version. But regardless of what you call it, you do need to call. Because I can tell you for a fact they are going. There's that, they had me at lumbar. They had me at, well, half off, basically. Remember, it is for this show and perhaps the last airing at 10 o'clock tonight. And I say perhaps, because what happens a lot with these airings, and Amy, you know that's true more so than anybody, people watch the show, and then they call back or they join us at hsn.com. I know Suzanne has the last official look at 10 o'clock, but I can tell you for a fact, with fewer than 500 total, we have sold out on a number of options. We're gonna give you that quantity breakdown again in just a few moments, but with the 18-month VIP financing, with the flex pay, with all the customized features, ask about the Protection Plus plan, but truly, if you were going to get it, make those dreams come true and join us now. So, Amy, we're gonna do all the features again, because this is a power hour. But remember, I don't care if it's wine or fur babies. I mean, look at that. Now, I didn't even tell my crew I was gonna do this, but they're like, what is she doing? That's not what we had prepped. But okay, do you see how that literally, so they're like, girl, that was not planned. It's like, I'm like a loose cannon, bull in a china shop, but you can see it all beat it up. So if you want it, you need to understand, now this is that beautiful grayer sand, and look at, even in the back where that wonderful lumbar support is.
It sits there, doesn't it?
It does. It was just like it was waiting for me, Amy.
I know.
Seriously. Hey, the manual is gone in this beautiful sand. And the wine, we have 24 only in that manual option. And Amy, I'm taking a page from you. I'm always so inspired from you, and we're just lucky to have you and LaZBoy here. But whether you're doing that beautiful sand color, or if you're doing, say, your beautiful cream, even on the wine, if you've got everything from taupes and golds and blue. Do you see what I mean? They really kind of take on their own little complexion and personality. I mean, these are designed for the way we live now and the way that we'll live for the rest of our lives, aren't they?
That's right. And that's why we bring you colors that are staples. The gray we had earlier is a staple natural color. The stone is a staple natural color. Cream, surprisingly, is a staple natural color. Now, most of us have never said, I will never have ivory or white or cream in my home. I can't do it. I have children. I have pets. I have us as adults. I like to drink my wine. I love to have my coffee. You saw what I can do with a wine, and that test 5 out of 5 for coffee, tea, wine, it will lift chocolate syrup off the top. So you can have that cream fabric and brighten your room if you have dark colors. Maybe you have a black and gray tone and you want to add a pop of color. Think about that cream. Think about that burgundy to do that. The burgundy color is the top of a color wheel, and its opposite color and its complement color is green. Think about the Christmas tones, but it's also a warm color. So if you use greens and blues and purples in your room and you want to warm it up, add that red. If you have warm colors in your home, which is the yellows, the oranges, and the reds, pop that blue in there. And if you are gifting, Valentine's is a couple weeks away. Father's Day is in June. Mother's Day is in May. You can't custom order this chair and get it for those 2 times of the year. You can buy it today and gift it early. And the cream and the sand are perfect neutrals to go with anybody's home.
They are indeed. In fact, you know what? Leave it to me to gum up the works. I thought that looked gray, for heaven's sake. Here is the sand. So it's so funny. If it doesn't. Okay, it is great. See, so it wasn't just me. I mean, I rely on the voices in my head, and sometimes, you know, I'm easily led astray. Let me just tell you, put it to you that way. Okay, so the gray that I was showing you is actually completely gone. This is the sand. So when they're separated like that, sometimes it's a little hard to make that distinction. It definitely is a sand, though. I will tell you, they are going, period. So here's the sand. In the manual, it is sold out. In the Power, we have about 7 dozen. So we have about 7 dozen on the Power. If you want the navy, now we have 30 only in the Power, otherwise the manual is completely gone. So 30 only in the Power, otherwise, they're gone. In the wine, we have the final 20 in the manual, and slightly more than that in the Power, but not much more than that. Oh, by the way, we've already sold more than I just gave you in terms of what's left. Here's that great cream or that ivory. We have 50 left in the manual. And we have slightly more than that. I mean, so basically still a couple dozen only. So the gray, and I apologize, like I said, I'm easily led astray because they were separated. I was kind of eyeballing the wrong thing. The gray is completely gone. The sand is what we have available. So Amy, at the end of the day, it's about the LaZBoy story. It's about the features. I just want everybody to see again that, oh my gosh, I love these memory functions. But when it comes to the headrest adjustability, look at that lumbar. Oh my gosh, I could cry. I'm like, look at that. Okay, I'm gonna sit in this chair in a second. I wanted everybody to be able to see it pretty easily. And then, I love this. Because Amy, I am getting like the worst pain and discomfort in my neck from trying to work on iPads and computers.
Absolutely.
This is perfect.
Because, and what I find, if I don't elevate my laptop to have it even with my eye level, like you, if you're always staring down, you're getting a lot of stress on that neck. So allow the LaZBoy to become your new office chair that you can sit back and recline. And what that also does is allows a wonderful flow. We are not doctors. Let me just say right now, I am not a physician. I just like to pretend that I'm one. But what I find for me personally is when I am reclined and my legs are elevated, the comfort that is alleviated from my lower lumbar area, that's one of the things that LaZBoy is known for, is that you recline. I've got now my USB port's in the way here. But when I elevate my legs, what that does is take pressure off that lower lumbar area. And yet, no matter where I'm sitting, my lumbar area is fully engaged and supported. But when I'm on that laptop, I can have my neck fully supported because of the pillow here. I can increase the lumbar just enough for me, because you decide what's right for you. Now, with that little bit of elevation from my headrest, I'm sitting fully supported here, and now my laptop is here. So this is why this has now become my office chair. And then when I need to take a break, I hit that home button, everything goes back, and I'm back to that wonderful, relaxing, rocking rhythm.
Absolutely. And again, my deepest apologies. Again, I'm easily led down the garden path. This is the sand that I'm on. The gray is completely gone. Boy, if I could muddy the waters anymore, I mean, I certainly would love to see that. But I can tell you, Amy, as I'm reclining in this now, and
Hmm.
I've even been told by my doctor, as you know, that I should be sleeping in this, basically I should be
Yes.
sleeping in a recliner. And frankly, what they call those sleeping chairs are thousands and thousands of dollars, and they are not this. And if at the end of the day, whether it's sleeping, whether it's watching TV, whether it's Skyping, Zooming, whether it's watching movies, whether it's curling up with your fur babies or your grandbabies, or if you struggle with
Hmm.
comfort challenges for sleep or digestion, and I'm not saying, Amy, you're cute. You don't play a doctor on TV, but you know, I sure feel like I could be one based on how I Google all my WebMD. This is as close to comfort and perfection
Hmm.
and savings as it gets, isn't it?
It really is. And we are so honored to be part of the HSN family that we're able to bring you these custom order features. Can we go back through what you get on the manual and what you get on the power, the graphics that we have? Because this is the best way to show you, besides sitting in the chair and watching what we're doing, but the graphics really give you quite a bit to see. On our manual recliner, so this is the manual. It has that elongated handle that opens your 3-position locking footrest. Inside is an 18-position ratchet that gives you 54 reclining positions, and you never lose lumbar support in any of those. Underneath, when you tip the chair over, we have golden wing nuts, and you can adjust the tension for the backrest to customize for yourself. LaZBoy puts that AirForm in from the back of the seat to the feet, and we are built on a 4-sided frame, and everything that we do is right here, made in America with domestic and imported parts. Yes, we sometimes have to import some parts, but a lot of our parts are made right here in town, or in Dayton, Tennessee. Now, our power. 4 motors. One operates the leg rest, one operates the back, as you can see here. One increases the lumbar support an additional 3 inches, and one motor elevates the headrest up to 55 degrees. So this is the best seat in the house that you can have. This is the true throne for the king and the queen of the home. And again, that 4-sided frame and the drive rod for everything. Delivery is so easy. Let us make that appointment with you between now and around the 15th of February. And we are going to then call you 30 minutes ahead. We are following CDC guidelines with gloves and masks, and we have sanitized our trucks. We will bring it over the threshold if you would like for us to. Otherwise, we will put it where you ask, whether it's in the garage and you want to put it together yourself, or we leave it on the back porch close to the family room, or maybe the front porch close to the staircase if you're going to go up, maybe even the master suite, or perhaps this is the perfect little rocking chair for the nursery. It's up to you. And this is included in the price. When you go to furniture stores, you finish your purchase, and there's usually that extra fee for delivery. All of that's included in this. We're taking care of you as the customer. And again, custom order features, 1 to 3 weeks, no waiting. We gave you the top colors for fashion and everyday living, and we gave you the fabric that you can live in. And this spill of wine, I did it again. It's been sitting here. I can move it around. It's not getting absorbed into the fabric. And then I can just drop a towel on it, and look what happens. It's gone, and nothing on the back. This one's actually breaking up and staying in little droplets off the cloth, but it doesn't go into the fabric. It's all here, Shannon. This is what would normally live in your furniture if you didn't have IClean technology. And on the back, beautifully clean, so that investment that you're making tonight, the investment in your health, the investment in making memories with reading to your children or your grandchildren. The heirloom, this is an heirloom quality furniture that you will have for years, and LaZBoy backs it with their warranty, limited lifetime on parts, mechanism, and the frame. 3 years on fabric, industry standards only 1. 3 years on the power, industry standard is 1, and 3 years on this AirForm, and industry standard is 1. So we really back what we say.
I mean, you do indeed. And of course, 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee here as well. I won't say the name of the Kleenex, you know, I guess I did, the tissue brand. Sorry, see, it's so natural. There are those certain iconic brands that we just use in our English language. I mean, I just named one of them in you know, tissues. And this LaZBoy is synonymous with the best in America. And that's why a lot of other, I mean, it's really true though, because a lot of people will say, oh, show me your LaZBoy, and then they'll take you to some random recliner. But unless it says LaZBoy, it's not a LaZBoy, but we use LaZBoy as kind of that American lexicon or language, just because we know they are an established, you know, heartbeat of America. Now, here's what's happening though. Amy, I know you officially have the final airing with Suzanne, but Steve, if we take into account everyone in the various forms of ordering, we probably have 400 only. Am I total? Oh, I wish you could hear what my little earpiece, he's like, oh, way less than that. He's like, oh, way less than that. He's like, wait, okay, so, all right, so here it is real quickly. So fewer than 400 total, fewer than 400 total. Now, that includes all the colors, and that includes the power and the manual choices. So, okay, let's start with the navy, is that okay? Navy manual is gone. In the power version, we have 18 left. This is probably going to be gone by the time Suzanne goes on the air with LaZBoy at 10. She's got Fashion Fridays. The wine. The manual, I have fewer than 2 dozen. Am I correct? Oh, okay. On the wine in the manual, I have, you know, basically the last 1 dozen. It's so funny. Whenever my producer says, oh, we're good in the power version, yeah, at fewer than 100, but go figure. Here's the cream, the cream, the cream, the cream, with that beautiful, you know, IClean technology. You don't worry about it. I mean, it's still gonna look pristine and beautiful.
Yes, it is.
So, this is the gray that's sold out. Oh yeah, and then this is the sand. It's okay, Steve, I don't mind going over here. We have only 5 dozen remaining. The manual is completely gone in the sand, and then of course we have a couple dozen in the power. So here's the savings. It's basically a half off sale. There's never been a better day. I really, really, really hope you try this. No kidding. When I said that we're making dreams come true, we really are. But just remember, you're gonna have to strike now. Strike while the iron is hot. I'm kind of in my mind calling this, well, it's the last full airing. I can certainly tell you that. And because so many people shop after the fact, they're actually gonna keep a close eye. I think they probably are gonna be changing the programming for the 10 o'clock hour, if only because we have fewer than 400 total. And we have hundreds of people who are joining us right now. So you're watching for a reason. I hope you get this at home. I know that I know that I know. This is the purchase of no regrets. Whether you've got sleeping or comfort challenges like I do, or you've just always wanted a LaZBoy. Amy, there has never been a better time, a better day, better features, a better price. And really, we have to thank you and LaZBoy, because the rest of the world is waiting for these for 4 to 5, 6 months. And it's only because we had first dibs, and that's why we can do this now, right?
That's right. You absolutely had first dibs. It's our relationship with HSN. And what we do to build this chair, you can see right in our factory in the assembly that we do. It is a phenomenal program of family members that come together to bring this chair for you in your home. So we love it when we have a chance to go down to Dayton to visit and spend time with our brothers and sisters who build this furniture every single day. You keep America workers working when you purchase LaZBoy. And when you purchase LaZBoy, as our CEO says, every time you purchase one of our LaZBoy chairs, we know that you will be a LaZBoy member of the family for a lifetime. But we also know you're not going to buy for a very long time again because this lasts so long. We human test, not just machine testing. It is very important to us that we put weight in our chairs as testing. And I'm talking about thousands of times that we test. And imagine a sofa like this, that is the Pinnacle sofa, if you will. It gets tested from 8 to 5 all day long with human testing. And we test the fabric, not just how is the stain going to lift or get repelled, but how is the chair going to react over the lifetime that you own it. Assembly is so easy. So if we do deliver it to the back porch or the garage or even the front porch, ladies, you can carry the back. And even 2 women can carry the base, or your gentleman can get bring the base in the house. Put those 2 pieces together on the slide and glide. That's it. And if it's power, attach the 2 purple wires together, attach the 2 pink wires together, attach the 2 black wires together, and plug it in, and you're done. If it's manual, it's just the slide on and sit down and use that lever. And remember, on the manual, we're giving you the longer handle. Why is that important? Because if you're like me at 5'2" and short arms, you don't want to reach for that handle. That throws the lower back out. The reason we have the lumbar support is to support you. So you can reach down with a touch of a handle and ratchet the chair back into one of those 3 locking positions without moving the body. This is what we think of every single day when we talk about human testing. Testing in development, testing while we're going through development, and we continue to test after it's in your home. We test in our plants every day, at minimum of 5 days a week.
Unbelievable. I mean, oh, wow. Kind of like that movie where they say, I'll have what she's having. Don't you want what I'm having? I know you do. Oh, Amy, I'm telling you. Even my producer, Steve, oh, there goes that lumbar again. Oh, my goodness gracious. Don't need a boyfriend. Don't need a new husband. You need a LaZBoy. Trust me on this one. I mean, seriously, trust me on this one. At the end of the day, they are an American legacy company for a reason. We are so busy, and I really hope that you can make that buying decision now. I know that we can't officially call this the last presentation, but I think it might be, even though Amy is scheduled at 10 o'clock tonight. They've already made it abbreviated, but you have to understand, with hundreds of people calling, we now have fewer than 400 total. So we have fewer than 400 total between all the colors and your choice in the manual or the power. So just, keep that in mind. I really want to encourage you to do it now. You can do that flex pay. You can do our 18-month VIP financing. You get a 30-day return policy. You're not waiting 4, 5, 6 months for this customized, beautiful member of the family to join you. You'll get yours about Valentine's Day. And no kidding, Amy, with the savings that we're doing, because it's not quite a half off, so we're skirting there. We're right in that wheelhouse, though.
Yes, you are.
You could do his and hers. I mean, you could make the case, well, you can get the power for less than you would spend for the manual at retail.
That's right.
So you could do his and hers tonight, basically for less or about what you would spend for one at retail, and then you're not waiting the 4, 5, 6 months, right?
That's exactly right. And let's talk about the dimensions of the chair again. It's 33 inches wide. So if you put 2 of them side by side, it's like having a love seat, because the love seat a standard furniture love seat is between 60 and 65 inches. So we're right there at the size of a love seat. That becomes more of a home theater position. Or like Ken and I, we always like to have a little bit of a tray table right here between us. It's where we put our phones, even though it's charging on my LaZBoy Power recliner. But my glasses, the plant, the boat, it's all here. And then it's 42 inches in back height. So if you have a long torso, this is ideal. I have a short torso. You'd never know it, but it fits me like it'll fit somebody 6'2", not 5'2".
It does. It fits you like a
Sure.
glove. I mean, I'm 5'8", and I mean, from 5'8" to 6'8", and everything in between. The whine in the manual is gone, So in manual, we have, in the manual choice, we have cream, we have a couple dozen. Otherwise, you're looking at the power, and we have that choice in the cream, the wine, the navy, or the sand. Amy, awesome job. I love you. Be healthy, be safe. And
So good to see you. You too.
good to see you. Well, fingers crossed that you make it to 10 o'clock. I'm not a betting woman, but I'm not so sure.
Good to see you, my friend.
Good to see you. Be well. Thank you again, Amy. All right, don't hang up. I really hope you try this chair. Oh my gosh, well, you know, it's a LaZBoy. That kind of says it all. Hey, this could be your last airing. I know Suzanne is officially scheduled to have it at 10, but I'm not holding out any hopes for that. Grab it now. We've got another hour in the house, and we've got some great electronics, some problem solvers, a brand new